I'm from New Delhi. Funny enough, as it may sound, that India के अंदर when I recently went back home, all my cousins, all my friends, वो ज़्यादा इंग्लिश बोलते हैं मेरे से. मुझे लगता है जैसे मैं बाहर नहीं रहा, वो ज़्यादा बाहर रह के आ गए.
आशीष से ऐश की जर्नी कब तय हुई और क्यों?
Ashish से Ash की journey, I would say obviously Ashish, my mom and dad, they said बेटे के आशीर्वाद रहेगा and so forth, right? But what happened was when I was in 1999, this is prior to me coming to Canada. I was in Australia, so I did my grade 11, grade 12 there.
Okay.
And everybody used to call me Ash-ish or Hashish. I questioned myself, Ash. I came here, couldn't find a job. Based on the skills that I have, and I've always worked with either IBM or American Express, I couldn't find a job. And I thought to myself, because back then, Canadian experience was a very big thing. If you don't have a Canadian experience, they wouldn't call you out they wouldn't even call you out for a telephonic interview, let alone having face-to-face. So I thought to myself, this is clearly not working, but guess what? You have to make your ends meet. For how long up India se paise burn kar sakte? Because you remember this, you're spending rupees into dollars. And even no matter X amount of money that you may have, it's going to run out sooner than you think. So I thought to myself, well, has to be done something. I remember my first job was in the college. I used to clean toilets. I used to clean the cafeteria, mop the floors, clean the toilets. I had no problems doing that because I have to, you got to focus on the job on hand, not what you are doing, because in the end, anything and everything that you do is preparing you for the next role forward. That's what I'd say. I've made samosas here for $4 an hour. I have delivered newspapers, 15 cents a paper at night in South Etobicoke. I know South Etobicoke like the back of my hand because delivering newspapers, 15 cents. Because in 2009, don't get me wrong, there was no Amazon, no Uber, no Skip the Dish. There were no jobs. What are you going to do? 15 cents, here's newspaper. So that's what it is.
आप बता रहे थे about coming from the kind of family you've traveled around the world before you came to Canada. पता है जब एक safety net होता है, जब आपको पता है कि अगर जो अगले सेमेस्टर की मैं फी नहीं भर पाया, कोई तकलीफ नहीं है, पापा भेज देंगे, मम्मा भेज देंगी, तो what motivates you to clean toilets and deliver newspapers for 15 cents?
आपका success कैसे होगा? Ultimately, how you gonna grow? Because the money that you have from your parents, and I'm saying no matter X amount of money that you may have, if you're not contributing into that wealth, you're eating it from that wealth. So the idea is that you have to contribute it. अगर मैं उसमें से खा ही जाऊंगा उसी थाली में से, वो तो खाली हो जाएगी. When the furniture store thing lost, I'll make it very quick. I was exactly in about $90,000 debt. So both of us were in $90,000 debt. And to recoup that money, the first thing you do is you want to go back to work. You figure out how to make that money back. Me and him, there used to be stores by the name of Sears. So me and him were in there emptying trailers for $10 an hour. So I'm literally crying again. I'm thinking, an hour, I'm going to make my money back. He said, Ash, you know what? Figure out a way on how to make money, 100,000, as opposed to crying about it.
And आप लोग ने जो Godspeed start किया, your company, it was started in 2016? 15. So what was this 5 years like? You had an elder brother support, I'm sure आपको, you didn't have to go through the challenges that he must have gone through for the 2 years before you came.
But I mean, it was very good because he already had the experience. He had faced all these scenarios, all the situations that a student has to face. My brother and me had this idea, क्यों नहीं एक company भी साथ में करते हैं? And हमारे खून में फतूर तो है ही कि ये business करना है. And then because of that, he was a numbers guy, he's a marketing guy. मैंने भैया को कहा था आप बस business ले आओ and I'll make sure that we're able to do it.
So one of our friends, he used to actually work for us, deliver in our store used to deliver furniture for us.
Oh.
Our own furniture. So he said, sir, bhaiya, you know what, there's people who make good money driving trucks. I'm like, okay. Not knowing what trucks are, not knowing what license it is, and till date, between me and him, we have this company, we own 42 trucks, neither does he know how to drive a truck, neither do I how to drive a truck. We went and bought a truck. I drove it on my car G-Class license. I drove it for 3 years, and everywhere I went, I was just, because like he was saying earlier, you have to have the business acumen, and we knew eventually we're going to do into a business. So everywhere I went, I used to pick up business cards, I used to pick up business leads. I used to have a nice jacket over the uniform that I used to wear. I used to dress myself up, go for a complete cold call. Hey, introduce myself, get that lead, come back, or he would be at his work, flip the lead over to him, he'd find out who the person is contact, and so I would drive during the same day, find my gaps, make a sales call, get that business.
Wow.
So once we come at a stage where we were comfortable, I quit my job first. I gave a driver to drive my truck. Then eventually, I think 3 years later, 2018, because he was making about $90,000 working for Aviva. Vavanisa, sorry, my bad. Vavanisa, and that's when we told, and you know, Mom, I need my brother back in it full time because we have something, we have struck gold, and we just want to keep going at it. I'll be very candid, when the first time actually saw $1 million in my operating checking account, right? I was, obviously to say I was joyous, excited, yes, but I actually took a screenshot. And I actually have a screenshot of that in my phone. I actually have a screenshot of the first time when I did 30,000, then I had like 450,000, and then I had, you know, so forth. So I have these little milestones to remind me, buddy, this is who you were, this is how it all started. कनाडा में जुगाड़ होता है एंड जुगाड़ हर जगह होता है ना जो जुगाड़ होता है obviously there's going to be shortcuts trade secrets होते हैं मेरे बिजनेस में भी trade secrets हैं हर बिजनेस में होते हैं but I'm not going to spill the beans out here but हाँ for the record I will say yes as you will only be able to attain and use those trade secrets when you have attained a certain level of success when you have attained a certain degree of control over your business, then you can leverage it. No matter what citizenship I'll have, legally I will be a citizen of that country. But unless a Canadian, he looks at me, he's not going to say I'm a Canadian, he's going to say he's an Indian. Right. An Australian looking at me in Sydney would say he's an Indian.
Right.
तो इंडियन होके मैं इंडियन भूल जाऊं जो तो मुझे बनाना ही नहीं चाहता अपना. Ash, don't try to create solutions for problems that you will not have. My success mantra is very simple, and I want to say it out that for a lot of people who even work for me now, a lot of the guys who are now 21, they're 22, they're 23 when they come here, they always for some odd reason like to size the opportunity. What am I going to make? What will get me? How far will I get out of this? Is it full time? Is it part time? They have all these preconditioned. How can you have preconditioned? Because if you're not willing to take something on the face value. If I would have had these preconditioned, oh, I'm buying a truck, do I have the license, do I have this, am I going to be able to turn it into a profitable company? No, you got to be able to go with the flow. Seize the moment, take the bull by the horns. You will be able to tame that bull. वो आपके हाथ में आ जाएगी. Just keep at it, and when you're at it, उसी से, from what you're doing, नए ways आएंगे, नए रास्ते आएंगे, new revenues आएंगे, and you're picking up as you're going along. So just seize the moment.